Hi folks, welcome to the channel. Humble request again to subscribe. It really helps small channels like us and motivates us to do more. I've been using the X2D II, the Hasselblad X2D II for about 10 plus days now. And I have extensively used the GFX 100 Mark II for I guess a little over a year and for a lot of shoots. So 200 megapixel medium format beasts. One, a Swiss Army Pro tool, the other, a Scandinavian art object with a few superpowers. The Fuji GFX 100II versus Hasselblad X2D II. If you're spending used car money on a camera, make sure you make it count. Let's compare system price, design, aesthetics, handling, user interface, lens options, availability, low light and fast glass, autofocus, IBIS, shutter and flash use, color science, plus third-party lenses and accessories. By the end, you'll know exactly which system fits your work. To start with, let's get the no-brainers out of the way. If you intend to shoot videos, basic reel-worthy snippets, or even an independent film, your choice is restricted to the Fuji. The Hassi does not shoot videos. Go ahead, stop the video, place an order for the Fuji, and you're good. If you absolutely need tilt shift lenses, and that too native ones without adding paraphernalia and adapting lenses, then again, Fuji is your answer with the 30mm and the 110mm native tilt shift lenses. If you're still watching, let's get started. System price. With the launch of the Hasselblad X2D II and its price point, the Fuji think tank must be a worried lot. The X2D II retails for $7,399 and the GFX with the recent price increase is retailing at $8,500 minus 5 cents. That's over $1,000 difference. But the prices of the lenses are a whole different story. While the P series lenses, P for poor people, lenses retail under $2,300, the V and E lenses get frightfully expensive. And there are reasons for this, like the leaf shutter and so on, right? The Fuji has 6 lenses, including 2 zoom lenses, under $2,300, and most other lenses are in the $2,500 to $3,000 range. The 2 stellar zoom lenses from the Hasselblad stable, the 2035 and the recently launched 3500, can set you back by over $10,000. I suspect that a Fuji system, including a camera and let's say 3 lenses, will turn out to be less expensive than a Hasselblad system. Body favors Hasselblad on MSRP right now. Lenses generally cost less on Fuji. Design, aesthetics, handling, ergonomics, user interface, and menu. To my mind and experience, the Hasselblad is a clear winner. The Hassi is minimalist, made out of machined aluminum. It has a redesigned grip, adds a joystick and extra custom buttons, a clean touch-based menu system, and gorgeous screens. The rare OLED gets 1400 nit HDR. The GFX 100II, on the other hand, has Pro Tool ergonomics and handling, deeper customization, robust ports, HDMI and Ethernet, 9.44 million .EVF, and a terrible menu labyrinth with a font that makes me want to forget that a menu even exists. But I do love the fact that the screen has a tilt, which is helpful when shooting at low angles in a vertical orientation, which the Hasselblad lacks. The takeaway: Hasselblad is refined simplicity and tactile joy. The Fuji is a workhorse, a lot of control and visibility, but terrible menu. Now let's come to the lens choices. The GF mount has a broad native lineup, including fast lenses like the GF 55 1.7, 80 1.7, the 110 f2, plus tilt shift lenses, zooms, and a 500mm at the longest end. It also has a healthy third-party choice from Laowa, IRIX, Mitacon, TT Artisan, and you can adapt a lot of other lenses on it. Not all the lenses are stellar performers though. For example, the 81.7, while providing the widest aperture and beautiful bokeh for a medium format lens, does have the 81.7 does have visible color fringing and is slow to focus. But the lineup covers from 20 mm to 500 mm, and some Laowa lenses probably give you even wider reach. So if you shoot sports from the sideline and wildlife, your choice is clear. The XCD lineup on the Hasselblad is premium in terms of optical quality, and image rendering is stunning. But except for the slow and stellar 81.9, all other lenses are with narrower apertures. It's a growing set with the V series primes, P series, and the new E for expensive zooms. All XCD lenses use leaf shutters, and the camera itself has no mechanical shutter, thus restricting third-party lens options. Further, the Hassi lineup has no tilt shift or anything longer than 135 mm. So the takeaway, Fuji wins breadth and price diversity, Hasselblad wins curated top-tier optics. Autofocus. With the advent of autofocus continuous in the Hassi X2D II, they have inched closer to competition and it performs well too. But if I were to bet my life on a professional shoot depending heavily on rapidly and randomly moving subjects, I would embrace the GFX 100II. The other GFX cameras are still slouches. Check my videos on the AF systems on both cameras. Takeaway, Fuji is still the safer bet for action and tracking. Hasselblad is much improved, but not really a sports body. IBIS. The spec sheet says Hassi is superior at 10 stops, but in the real world the difference will be subtle. See my video on the superb Hasselblad IBIS performance with hand-holdability up to 4 seconds. Shooting with strobes, especially in daylight. Now this is where the Hassi hits the ball out of the park. The Hassi shines and it outshines the Fuji hands down, and this has the potential to be one reason to eclipse all others and buy the Hassi. The Fuji has a paltry 1/25th of a second sync speed, which outdoor would be useless unless you go the high-speed sync route and lose a ton of strobe power. For the Hassi, strobe's usage in studio and outdoor is bread and butter. You can sync the leaf shutters inside all lenses to 2,000th of a second and a few lenses to even 4,000th of a second, and ask any outdoor fashion photographer what kind of a boon this is to get money shots. Color science. This is a tricky one. The Hasselblad has jaw-dropping natural and true color rendition thanks to Hasselblad Natural Color Science, or HNCS, and if you love that, you won't look back. The Fuji, on the other hand, offers loads of custom profiles and film looks, and the files are malleable to tweak and create any look you want. Some people swear by this. The takeaway, both are beautiful in different ways. Pick the palette and workflow that match your brand. So, who should buy what? That's the key question. So to summarize, choose Hasselblad X2D II if you're a stills first shooter who lives for color and tonality and loves flash/strobes outdoors, wants ultra stable handheld medium format, and values a minimalistic and beautiful design. Choose Fujifilm GFX 100II if you need a true hybrid, slightly faster AF, broader lens ecosystem, and lower lens costs, with huge flexibility for commercial, wildlife, weddings, and video work. So it boils down to leaf shutter elegance or hybrid horsepower. Tell me your use case in the comments and your choice. If this saved you 10 grand of buyer's remorse, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.